Study this. The perspective that using the original name of a divine being is critically important, regardless of language or location, is rooted in specific theological and spiritual belief systems, particularly within certain streams of Messianic Judaism, Hebrew roots movements, and sacred name groups. This viewpoint posits that transliterating the name, the process which turned Yahushua into Jesus, strips it of its inherent power, meaning, and sacred status. Here is that viewpoint put into context, focusing strictly on the importance of using the original Hebrew name and sound, the importance of the original divine name, the sacred name view. The argument for using the original Hebrew name, Yahushua, rests on the belief that this specific name is set apart, kadosh, by divine intent, unlike standard names that can be culturally translated or transliterated. The power in the sound and pronunciation. This view holds that ancient Hebrew is a holy language, Lashon HaKodesh, where the sounds themselves carry spiritual weight or vibration designed by Yah. The belief is that vibrational alignment, the specific phonetic sounds of the original Hebrew name were designed to align with the presence and power of the divine being. Lost of its power, altering the sound of the name. Example, changing the Y sound to a non-existent J sound, breaks that spiritual connection, and the English name Jesus is seen as a linguistic replacement that lacks the authentic, intended divine power. Unaltered meaning and salvation. The argument emphasizes that the name Yahushua functions as a miniature theological statement. Yah saves, or Yah is salvation. The name is the message. The identity of the Savior is inextricably linked to the name's meaning. The English name Jesus is simply a name without an immediate, obvious English meaning relating to salvation. Using the original name keeps the meaning of the Messiah's mission explicitly present whenever the name is invoked. Universality of divine law. Proponents argue that divine law regarding Yah's name does not change based on human languages or cultures. The command to not take the name of the Lord in vain and to call upon his name is interpreted as requiring the use of the specific original Hebrew name, unaltered no matter what language, peoples, or places on earth, a name set apart from all others. In this, the name Yahushua is unique because it is the only name under heaven given among mortals by which we must be saved, a common interpretation of Acts 4:12. Exclusivity. This exclusivity demands precision. Because this name alone carries the power of salvation, it must remain pure and unchanged, a single standard for all the world. The shift to Jesus is thus seen not just as a linguistic translation, but as a diminishment of the divine authority inherent in the original, intended vibration and meaning of Yahushua. Know this. Perspective argues that using the exact original Hebrew name, Yahushua, is essential, because it is a sacred conduit of divine power and the only name that accurately embodies the saving identity of the Messiah in both sound and meaning, as intended by Yah in the original ancient texts.